Hello everyone, this is Rick with Cybernetics, and we're here today to talk about file history, the built-in backup file capability in Windows. We'll show you how to turn it on, how to navigate it, how to deal with one of the most common problems with it, the services required to run it, how to configure those services so that you will have an indexed copy of all of your file libraries on an external drive. First thing we'll do is talk about what is file history. It backs up a time date stamped versions of files in the following libraries. What it cannot do is restore an entire installation of Windows, and it cannot recover apps or app data that is not stored in one of the libraries listed above. If you need more information on how to protect data on your computer, to prepare for disaster and recovery, click on the link listed above. All right, first thing we'll do is start the configuration of it. We'll come down and select File Explorer. And you need to have an external drive plugged into where you want to keep a copy of the file history. So in this case, our file history will be on the D drive. And we'll come down and start Control Panel, and from Control Panel you can select File History, and if it's not on, you can turn it on. First thing we'll do is select the drive. This is the external drive that we have plugged in. We'll say OK. We'll confirm that we want to use that drive, and now the file history is on and connected to our external hard drive. Once that's done, we can run the file history. Depending upon how many files you need to make copies of, it may take a while, and that is completed. So let's click on Restore Personal Files just to show you what that looks like. And here it shows you a record copy of all of your libraries that are backed up from your machine. All right, so we're going to go back into Setup File History. First thing we'll do is go into Advanced Settings. And here in Advanced Settings, you can determine how often it will back up your files, anywhere from 10 minutes to daily. You can determine how long you want to keep the versions of those files, anywhere from 1 month to forever. And if you want to clean up versions and eliminate older files, you can do that through these filters here. Close out of that, cancel this. The next thing we'll do is go into Exclude Folders, scroll down, and this is where you can exclude anything in those libraries that you don't want. Let's say, for instance, you had music and you don't really want that music recorded. You could select that and eliminate that file library altogether. What we'll do is we'll select Documents, drill into the Documents folder, select the subfolder, and now that subfolder within the Documents library would be excluded from backup. So we'll cancel out of that. Now we'll go into Restore Personal Files. So you can scroll left or right here, so you can navigate through by the date. Or you can come up to the search button. I just want to walk you through how to navigate this in case you ever need to restore the files. You can search for a particular file or use wildcard characters to search for a file. In this case, we'll select this Bitwarden video. So we can click on that. And here is the button if you want to restore it. Down here, this will restore it. So we're going to go back to Home. And I'm going to show you another way to navigate this. So we navigated that by actually searching on the search bar here for the file, which you can also click through if you know where it's at. So in Videos here, OSP, you can see the file directory path up here. And then A Final YouTube. And then here, this is the file. So now we can click on the file, come down to the Restore button, select Restore, and because it already exists on the machine, it'll ask you, do you want to replace it? So now what we're going to do is just navigate back up, using this arrow, navigate back through the file path directory, and eventually wind up on home. Now notice here, we're at 208 of 219. So where that file was located was on instance 208 of the file history backup. So if you want to go back to the beginning of, you can select home, and now you're on 219 of 219. So the next thing we want to do is go through a common error that's associated with file history. We'll come down here, we'll start it, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Open the control panel, go to file history. It's off presently. Let's turn it on. And could not associate with file history data. The service cannot be started. And if that happens to you, let's close this. Come down to the File Explorer, and where you have your external drive and your file history, you can click on that and rename it. Then reinitiate control panel with the file history and try turning it on, and that did not fix the problem for me. So if that doesn't work, then the next thing you do is come down to the services application and run as an administrator. Press the F key because you want this file service here. Open that up, and you can see it's disabled. So we'll select that to automatic delayed start. Click apply. Click on start. Select OK. All right. Then we'll press the W key, and we'll come down here to the Windows search. We'll open that up. Automatic delayed start. Click apply. Click OK. And you can also run start over here to start that. Now you can see it's running. So both those services are running. So we'll close this out. And remember, we had this problem, could not enable file history. So we'll close that. We'll turn it on. And there you go, error is resolved. That concludes our video demonstration of how to protect your data with file history. We showed you how to turn it on, how to navigate it to find a particular file. We showed you one of the most common errors associated with it, how to run the services application and configure the appropriate services to get you back up and running with file history on. If you have any questions or comments, please post them below. Hope you will consider subscribing, and have a great and wonderful automation day.